everyone, this is Eileen from Eileen Stuffs, and today we will be counting all the change I saved from 2023 and seeing what it adds up to. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you are returning, welcome back. I am a cash budgeter and stuffer here on YouTube, and I am working on paying off debt as well as building up an emergency and sinking funds. That is something that you're interested in and you haven't already, please consider subscribing below. I did get some comments on my last video that my lighting is too bright. So I did adjust it. I decreased the intensity significantly. It's like on one of the lowest settings now. Plus I raised the ring light away so it wasn't down as close. Let me know if this looks better, if you think the lighting's better, because for me sometimes it's hard to gauge how the lighting looks, but hopefully this will look a little better for everybody and not too dark now. For me, it looks so much darker, but I really appreciate that feedback from you guys. Right, but let's just get into this. This is all the change that I have saved in 2023. And this really only comes from one source every budget when I do my budget and I put in my new cash for the new paycheck. I just take whatever changes in there and I put it in the jar. I usually used to do that during cash stuffing. This is kind of just a little bit of change in my wallet on a daily basis that I just put aside. It's always kind of fun to see how it added up. And I do have a ton of change in here right now. So before we even, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this stuff in the mix. It's like, there's so much, it was kind of even falling out of my wallet. But let's see here, because it's pretty heavy. But we got a nice, one more scoop. Since I haven't been filming cash stuffing videos, I haven't emptied the change for probably since way before Christmas. So this has been in here for a while. And I'm sure it's gonna add another few dollars to the mix because there's a lot of quarters. The other thing is, in previous videos, I have rolled the change, but my bank does not like rolled change. They prefer the change to come in loose and then they just dump it into a coin sorter. So what I do want to see how much money I have. However, I won't be wrapping them. We'll just be piling them up and coming up with the money. So first step is we have to empty this out and see what we have. So I'm going to go ahead and do this and I'll probably cut through fast forward, but here we go. All right, we got the money emptied out. The first cool thing is I think there is a lot more silver than there was last year. I'll link the video below where I did this last year, but I feel like way more silver, which means I think last year was I want to say $70 something. I could be wrong. But yeah, way more, not as many pennies, which makes me happy. But our next step is we need to sort it, and I do have some containers. Got these, see if these will work. And will this fit? Maybe, I feel like this fits precariously on, I don't know. All right, well, hopefully nothing will fall, but we're gonna go ahead and put pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters in. Otherwise, I'll just fast forward, but here we go. All right, we have everything sorted: quarters, dimes, nickels, and pennies. A good amount of each. I'm gonna start with the quarters because they're honestly the funnest. For me, they're the funnest to count. So we're gonna put all these aside and see what we have in quarters. And like I said, I won't be rolling them, but we're gonna be counting and then we'll tally everything up. All right, we're gonna put these into dollar increments. Here we go. All right, quarters are done. We have them in 5, 10, 15, 20, $25 in quarters alone and 50 cents. I'm gonna put the 50 cents to the side because with the extra change, I'll see what those add up to. But that's pretty nice, a solid $25 just from quarters. Maybe I'll just say 25. So we have 25, 50 in quarters, because I realized I could just add the change up this way too. But all right, we are going to move on now to dimes. So let's go ahead and do the switch. All right, probably a couple dollars in dimes. I already see some nickels that I threw in there. The quarters were all quarters. I did go with that, but all right, let's get into the dimes. All right, dimes are done. Again, these are in increments of 5. So we have $5, $10, and 40 cents in dimes. Next is the nickels. So let's go ahead. We are going to do the switch out again. So goodbye, dimes. And move on to our nickels. I realize it's a lot easier just to dump this out. Let me do that. Okay, this probably ain't much, but here we go. We are on to nickel. All right, nickels come out to $3 and then 55 cents. No, not very much, but hey, it's $3.55. Last but not least, we're gonna go to the pennies. Oh man, I hate counting pennies. But we're gonna go ahead and switch this out. A lot of nothing, probably maybe a couple dollars, but let's dump our pennies. All right, one more round. Here, I don't know, I'm probably not gonna pile the pennies. I might just make little lumps, but here we go. All right, so these are in groups of $1. So pennies are $1, $2.41. Again, nothing to like write home about. Plus, I did find this random nickel, so we actually have $3.60 in nickels. All right, let's total up. Goodbye, pennies. See what we came up with. It's not going to be a huge number, but I always find it interesting because, one, it would be a lot more. I always think when I do this, like if I didn't give all that change throughout the year when I bought coffee and then I threw change in the tip jar, how much more would I have saved? Last year I said that, and I said this year I won't do that. But, you know, it's hard. I guess I could tip dollar bills instead. I just find it interesting how it adds up when it's just the change that builds up in your wallet over time. If you don't do anything with it and you just throw it in a jar, you do end up with, you know, a little bit of money. So we have quarters was $25.50, dimes were $5.40, nickels were $3.60, and pennies were $2.41. So our total change that we saved was $36.91. And, you know, that actually pays like my violin for a month. You know, it does actually pay something. But I'm going to take this to the bank. I'm going to put it in, and I'll probably throw it towards credit card 8. I'm going to be doing my 15th paycheck soon, and I pay that bill. So whatever I do for payment on that, I'm going to add 91. I'll just call it 36, but we're going to throw this towards a Snowball payment for my credit card 8. We've started our 30% utilization rate. You know, this will be nice to put towards that payment, and that's what we're going to do. I'll take this to the bank, get it cash, get it deposited. And that is it, you guys. I do have my savings challenge money that I've saved up from 2023 that I also want to count, because that is also going to go to debt. The thing with that is I didn't finish some challenges, and if I'm hoping with my paycheck, if I have extra, because my bonus check, I'm going to try to pull some money to do a final savings challenge to wrap up 3 challenges that are almost done, and then that would become another debt payment. So one more end of the year roundup, but this was the change version. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.